First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops that labored and taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are a branch of the branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you with another Saturday with some more of it.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And that is exactly what's happening. There's a great tribulation that's going on in the world and on its way to America. I just found out today that the IRS, all right, which is connected to the Federal Reserve, which is not a part of your government.
But it has the word
Right?
federal.
The Federal Reserve, all right, is a privately owned entity. It is not a part of your government. Yet, once again, you got unelected officials making policy in America, and you Americans allow it to happen, man. All right? In normal occasions like that, you would think that the CIA and the FBI would be all over these guys.
All over that shit.
But they're not. All right? So they go to show you, man, that there's certain entities and people that are clearly above the law, man. But they're not above the Lord's law. That's why this place is crumbling.
That's right.
And everything that they're connected to is crumbling, man. All right? And we have nothing to do with it, except for the fact that we started calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And then the Spirit of the Lord started moving things. Outside of that, we're not physically doing anything. Right? But nevertheless, in case you didn't know, the IRS has bought up millions of bullets and they bought up thousands of 40 cal submachine guns.
Shit.
So ask yourself, and flashbang grenades.
You're a wrestler now.
Flashbang grenades, exactly.
Oh, you're a wrestler.
Flashbang grenades are meant for breaching. So what that means is they're planning on breaching American citizens' houses. Right? They're going to deputize these guys who are not law enforcement agencies. Right? They do not have police powers. So it makes me wonder, what are the sheriffs and the police are going to do? Because they're going to get caught up in that too. You're either going to, stand up for the law and be a peace officer, or you're going to allow this unsanctioned force to. What you gonna do?
Or just jump ship and protect your family.
The crazy shit is about to go down, man. So not only them, they also have armed. Somebody get second Ezra 9, 1 through 6, and somebody hold Habakkuk. But they also are arming the agriculture department. So now you're gonna have dudes with submachine guns running up on you and your fruits and vegetables.
What GMOs?
Right. Exactly. No. Use them GMOs. So you think you just gonna grow a garden and have some clean food? Break yourself. Right. These guys get ready to run up on you and take your garden, man.
Damn.
All right? The agriculture department is one more. Family and Human Services. So if you owe child support or alimony, they running up on you with submachine guns now, man.
Yeah.
Look, this shit is getting crazy, man.
God
So
damn.
it makes you wonder, where does the balance of, the Constitution and the law of the land, where's the line drawn between all these outside entities which are not lawful, that are mandates are not laws, man?
Right.
So what did Trump just put out that video, whether it was a deep fake or not? He just said he will not comply. They will not comply. So you got a lot of messes about to happen. Grab those scriptures, Bob.
Reminds me of that song, that Ring of Fire by Johnny
Cash. Yeah, it's gonna be a ring of fire.
That's
For real.
right.
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right? Keep going.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people,
there are earthquakes all over the earth. All right?
That's the sign of the police.
We need salvation.
I hope he
One of the
That'll
other.
work too.
Well, yeah, I was saying one of the
All
other.
right, they come back and get him.
Well, that is. That's
Right.
both he Amalek and the black woman.
Right.
That's a creation of Amalek and the black woman.
All right? But there are earthquakes all over the world. There are earthquakes all over the world, man. There are uproars of the people all over the world.
Yep.
All right? The Edomites are so mad that the Africans ain't fucking with them. The French are ready to invade,
My brother.
right? They're ready to invade to take what's not theirs. How dare you take back what's yours?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and then you got all these other all these other European nations that are trying to get with the BRICS. She gone, brother. They're trying to get with the BRICS nations. Right? They're trying to get with them, and they're like, we won't even begin to talk to you until you return all our gold and all the things you have of ours in your museums.
Exactly.
All right, here you are trying to get in on something, and you got millions of dollars worth of
My shit.
contraband and historical gold pieces of gold and things that are worth value sitting all up in your museums and shit.
Yeah, they
Because
got
I always
scepters,
tell
all
you,
type of shit. Chairs, big gold chairs. and
look,
shit.
because I always tell you, museums are evidence of theft.
Yeah.
A museum is a place where Esau houses his thefts, and then he stands there proud over his accomplishments. Puts them behind glass, behind bars, with the little Mission Impossible 007 light beams guarding them and shit. All right?
National
All
treasure.
my shit I took from you.
Right.
Ne-
Hey, remember the scene in Wakanda when what his name?
Kill 'em all.
Killmonger?
Yeah.
When he was breaking down the spear and the metal was made out
Yeah,
of?
he was in the museum.
We're talking
Yep.
to the chick, and he was like, and she was asking him to leave, and he was like, he was like, I want to buy it. He's like, I want that scene was.
But I like that part. That scene, yeah.
That scene was
Yeah.
rough because
Yeah.
he was actually said, I'll buy it. And she's like, it's not for sale. You mean so like it was when you took it?
Yeah, he got out.
When your people took it, because that was actually part of his heritage, his people. He came from a place where that was stolen from, and he came to take it back. That was mighty, man.
Yeah, that
Right?
scene was cool.
That scene was the best part of the whole damn movie, man.
Yeah, because I hate the movie.
Okay.
He's
2 Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Hey, so the Lord spake of those things, man. All right? You got crazy weather patterns, floods, earthquakes, weird anomalies in the clouds. There was sandstorm, tornadoes, all kind of crazy shit happened around the world, man. All right? And I'm
Simultaneously
completely
happening.
at this point, man. I'm sure these guys have turned into a 501c. All right, now them guys across the street. But anyway, let's keep it going. I don't know. Hey, a lot of people is getting with them government organizations, man, in these last moments, and it's crazy because we so close to the end. If you was gonna sell out, you should have did that shit 10, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, they are.
All right, at least you
those
got
guys.
then you
they
got,
yeah.
then you'd have got to live it up like Nate. You have yachts and shit.
I was thinking that.
You know,
They got gloves.
200 million.
You got a horse at the horse stable. You going down every weekend to brush your horse.
Be in Forbes
No.
magazine.
Right. You know, why you gonna wait till the last minute when the light's about to go out to sell out? Right? We ain't stopping till everybody in the camp got a Hellcat. Hey, that's what them guys seem like they are, man. Just saying. All right? Go ahead, brother.
2 Ezra 9:5.
They ain't out here every week.
No, it's hot
My
outside.
SUPK was down the street.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hot.
They ain't out here every
Yep.
It's
week.
gonna be one of the last hot days.
Right.
So, right.
Look at the weather fucking with ISPK.
No, them, they, like the Nasha just did, them dudes be like,
You niggas ain't been on stage.
they go out once a month. Right?
Right when the weather, where they can wear their leather.
Hey,
but
because
they
it
don't
can't
know.
be too hot. They
Right.
Right. When you in no demolition leather, man. You know. Damn heavy metal guitars and shit. with them-
Led Zeppelin,
Simon Phoenix and John Spartan.
Motley Crue.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
It's manifest, man. It's happening. Read verse 6 about the shop.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
So the effects and the signs of the end are upon you, man. They're happening literally in your face, man. All right? And there's nothing they can do. We know the persecution and all that's going to come. But we already have the playbook. All right? You remember in the movie, what was the movie? The Time Machine movie with the crazy
Time
doctor.
Machine?
No.
Crazy
Back to the
Doctor.
Future. Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
When
Doc.
that bitch nigga Biff got a hold of the sports almanac.
Yep.
And then went back in time and gave it to his young self.
That shit
He got
real.
rich on betting on everything.
Yep.
Right? And that's how the prophecies read to us.
It is.
And we see it plain as day.
Yep.
And
That's a
everything,
perfect way to
and
put it.
everything that we said, we've
That's
watched
perfect.
it come to pass.
Yep.
Or in the works of happening. Because we got the almanac. It's called the Holy Bible, man. And the Lord gave it to us to understand. Just like they're afraid of those of the UFOs.
Oh yeah.
You know, the brother, the beloved brother Amor Abbas sent me a 2-hour video, and it opens with 3 space specialists giving their testimonies of how afraid and all the shit, how they were afraid to talk. All right, and then one of them tries to talk about how they shot you down and all this other bullshit. No, man, you ain't shot down. You ain't shot down no cherry. You ain't shot, just like you ain't never went to the moon. You lying pieces of shit. So even when they tell the truth, they gotta tell some lies, man.
That's right.
All right? Because now they trying to clown India, and they made a video with a cardboard box landing.
Bollywood.
And they made a horribly shot home video. They're trying to make fun of India.
But
And you
saying the same
did
thing.
the same shit.
You've been doing it since the 60s.
Right, the Indians did the same shit you did with the Elamites. All right? Ain't no such thing as an Indian. That's some bullshit that you Edomites came up with. Indian. All right? Bring it out.
When
brother.
at like 3 in the morning, the brother Patak told him, he said, "What's up, Elam?" He like, "Huh? What's up, you Elamite?" He's fucking with him.
Someone know that. No.
They know it, dude.
I
They know that
know you
Elamite.
couldn't stand Yashuan.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh.
there was this Elamite, he called him Elam, man. And the dude said, no, it's Elam.
Elam.
So many of them know. They know that they're Elam.
Ishmael too. They'll tell you they
Oh, yeah.
Ishmael. They be fired up about
So
that
they
shit.
go
We
to show you that
brothers.
you niggas and speakers don't know nothing, man.
Nothing.
But you still run around calling yourself black, all right? And you still run around calling yourself a Hispanic, all right? All right, but you got Elam correcting you. It's not Elam, it's Elam.
Elam.
You know, Ishmael's letting you know he Ishmael. All right? They know who they are. Just like the Ethiopians know that they're Kush. They know that they're the Kushites.
Oh yeah.
They boasted.
I used to work for one named Miracle Elam, and he was an Elamite.
Damn.
He was working for a clothing. He was funny. He actually the man who introduced me to Benji. His name Miracle Elam. It's all around
Yeah, you know, you can go to Habakkuk though. I know. But he got back.
That nigga Elam.
Okay. It's Habakkuk 2:2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
It's not Terry, man. It's speaking loud and clear.
Jumping off the page,
It's speaking loud and clear. All right? It is what it is, man. And we're happy about it.
That's right.
Because while everybody else is panicking, while everybody else is panicking and freaking out, all right, we're rejoicing. We're glad that all these things are going to happen because it's gonna take the smirk off the face of all you scoffers, man. All right. It's gonna right. It's you know it's nothing more satisfying than getting the last laugh, man.
Yeah.
When you've been trying to say something and no one who wants to believe or listen to it, and then it happens, right? and then you giving them that twist up face, you know, that Jake love to do.
I love that.
You know? Right. Because we gonna be twisting up our face to a lot of you. Now, I'm gonna be bold with it, man. Instead we gonna laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
When you dying of certain shit, I'm gonna come do the photo bomb in your death. This nigga laying here in pain. Right. I told you. I'm gonna be that nigga at your deathbed telling you I told you. One thing you don't want to hear. Alright? Peeking over the shoulder of your father as he crying over.
So fast.
I told you. Yeah. You didn't want to listen, man.
They don't believe you. You got it. Read.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 26. Start 22. Start 22, bro. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22.
Yes, sir.
How long ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Wait, we can read it again.
Yeah, read that again. Yeah, read it again.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they are. They hate knowledge. All right? They rejoice in their folly, scoffing the truth. And they hate wisdom. They don't want to hear that. You're trying to tell them the dangers of eating pork. But yet, you know, the doctors would tell you, when people get sick, the doctors would tell you privily, hey, well, you don't eat that no more. Or don't eat the shellfish. But Jake, they'll go to the restaurant and spend a shitload of money on all that poison. Yep. Trying to impress some skanky ass broad and been with 100 dudes before you, man.
150.
I just saw.
I stand corrected. 150.
We both correct.
I saw in the news they was talking about oysters having a bacteria that actually kills you. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to be in the oysters, man. You know, niggas love
It's
oysters.
probably been in the oysters all along. People been dying from oysters for a long time too.
Shit.
Sick. That's good. All right.
Yes.
And you know, like Elder Apostle Tahar pointed out in the video, when life leaves a body, when the spirit leaves a body, whether it be male, female, or whatever, our immune system is what keeps viruses from overtaking us. Your immune system is constantly at war. Your immune system like a damn Spartan with unlimited energy. All right, it's constantly fighting, man, constantly, non-stop. And when the spirit leaves you, the Spartan leaves you. All right, and so the bacteria, that's why you begin to decay and stink. That's why they have to actually put embalming fluid in the body so that they can preserve it long enough for the family to have a funeral to do the viewing.
Yep.
All right, that's what happens. So a pig, when it dies, it decays faster than any other creature on the planet.
Yeah.
Because its whole existence is full of bacteria and viruses, and I mean, it'll eat its own shit, it'll drink its own piss, it'll eat the shit and piss of the other ones.
Yeah.
You know, they don't sweat, so all those toxins go right to their flesh, right to your bacon that you love to smell up your house with and eat that shit.
Every morning.
They put that in the cartoon Flintstones. They pet was a pig, or a garbage disposal was a pig.
It was a pig. They would empty the garbage disposal.
Yep.
And there's a pig down there eating it.
Yep.
That's their job.
Yep.
Garbage disposal with who? Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my works unto you. Because I have called and you refused. Speak up. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have said and known all my counsel and will none of my reproof.
Damn. And that's exactly what Jake do. They said it not the counsel that we give them, man. We tell them the truth free of charge.
Yep.
All right. We're right. You get. Hey, look, man. You getting the top shelf knowledge.
Yeah.
Top shelf knowledge on the planet, man. All right. Because guess what? What Cambridge and Yale and Stanford, their knowledge is down here. All right. They knowledge down here. From us, you getting the top shelf knowledge on the planet, man. Mm-hmm. All right. The Moors, I say they like right about here. All right. You know, Islam, they down here somewhere. But guess what? Even them lies and their confusion is still higher than them college degrees.
Yep.
Them cemetery schools.
Right.
You getting the top shelf knowledge for free of charge. And what you have to understand is that this current government, this current rulership, does not benefit from a population of people that's properly informed. All right, because because guess what? If the truth in history was really taught, there'd be no so-called racist white people. They'd all know that they really are nothing and they came from nothing. They would know that it's not critical race theory, it's critical race historical facts. They would know that everything that they have, all right, is because they raped, robbed, and murdered their way, and then that same murderer with the bloody hands built a church. That same murderer with bloody hands set himself up to be a judge and a lawman and a lawyer. All right? Simple as that. All right? Get Sirach 10 and 8, and then you go ahead and bring out that what you were hoping. And somebody give me that scripture too to talk about him and ill-gotten gains or something.
And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right, and that's what they did. And guess what? There's Manifest Destiny Part 2.
That's right.
And so now, because power, wealth is never lost, it just gets transferred. There's some Edomite that got a video out talking about how black people, there's no such thing as black people, but how they're going to get their revenge and destroy the so-called white man. Well, that's true. Although the so-called white man is going to be destroyed by the Lord. All right? He's the one that's actually going to do it, but he is going to allow his sons, all right, the 144,000 and the rest of the elect get a part of that. All right? That is true. But they got to build up the kingdom of heaven for free first. They got to go through the horrific trials, all right, of chattel slavery. They got to go through all the horrors, minus all the gay shit, you know,
And the pedophilia.
and the pedophilia shit. Right? Yeah, we're not gonna do all that wicked shit to children, and you know, they just gonna have to work their little. They childhood gonna be real short.
I would be sick of this.
Soon, because the ones that don't get put to death, as soon as they can walk and carry something, they work. Right? They ain't gonna get a chance to run up and down and be kids and all that. That's right. That's not gonna happen.
Right through.
They going as soon. No, he can't have that. She's a death sentence.
Try. I was gonna say shit.
Right.
This trial back on that day.
So they soon as they can do work, all right. Well, you know what? I guess you can carry water back and forth to your family so they can keep working. Go ahead. Right. Yeah. I need my right. I need to rehydrate them damn slaves. So your little ass gonna be right.
Spilling shit.
Yeah.
Boy.
Right.
No, Esau ain't gonna never have no work to do with nothing with food. Right? I just watched the video on the metal mass and how they would put Jake that worked in the food and picked the berries and the cherries and the strawberries.
So you can't eat it.
So and you hungry as hell.
Yeah.
So you can't eat. You smell it.
They got that.
You
Yeah.
can't even lick the pineapple juice off your fingers, man.
Nope.
He saw you.
But you
They
gotta
put that
fill up
metal
all
mask
these.
on you,
You
yeah.
gotta put up all these baskets and shit. You
Yep.
Edomites got a lot of cruelty, and they see
For hours,
and
16
here,
hours.
and they rejoiced and bragged in these things in times past.
Yeah.
Now they're ashamed of it.
Shameless spewing is on.
All right.
But see, that's because they know it's a they know it's a hereafter to that. They know it's a judgment to that. That's why they're ashamed of that. Because they understand that it's a hereafter to that, and they understand that. See, just like we doing, right? Their grandfather wouldn't have had to sup with this. All he had to do was ride down a pickup truck, get out on us and leave. Us coming fucking with their hoes, they didn't have to sup with that. See, they have to sup with this so they know that the spirit of the earth is shifting.
Yep.
Going to Ciroc 10 and 8. I always bring it
They
out.
look out the windows. They see you from their cars. They see you in the club. I used to love to be on the triangle. All right, back in the day with the snow.
Shit, we did that bitch
All
last night.
young and swole and shit. The Edomites all staring with their Bentleys.
So,
And I got the bitch they want.
definitely.
All right? And that's just the truth.
That make it better. I love when you pull up
That's
your
the truth.
goofy ass up in that biz. That's
Right.
gonna make this shit straight great.
Yeah, all up in Hugo's Frog Bar. All right? In Dublin. Inside of, what's the other one on the corner right there? No. You got Hugo's, the steakhouse, the big steakhouse right there. You right across from Tavern on Rush. Can't believe I can't. That too.
I was gonna say Tavern on Rush.
Carmine's, all of them, man.
Yeah.
All right? I was very well known in that area.
Great
Gibson's.
campaign.
What?
Gibson's Steakhouse.
Oh,
Gibson's. All right?
I
I
just
thought it was the
said
other
that
one.
shit.
That's what they do on the tree. Oh man, she got
This-
seated
no,
that
no.
by Israelite.
This is the sign.
This is the sign.
This
Hold
is
on.
the sign.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. No,
oh,
let the
shit.
Murph
You got
do
it.
it. Let the Murph do it.
And
See,
guess
because I
what?
know how to play it off.
Hey man, when I was in Phoenix,
Nigger babies.
Arizona,
And all them Israelites.
Nigger babies. Yes, sir.
and them, no, they're not.
They not half.
Yeah.
They not white.
They not
Bullshit.
biracial.
When I was in Phoenix, Arizona,
Bring it out.
Jump ball.
And that's
shit,
one of the
whatever
most
it's
racist states in the country, man.
called.
Bring it
Oh,
out.
it's so beautiful.
Ooh, that's
They
even
really
better.
hate Jake.
That's
And they
more
extra
excuse to
hate
go to
you.
Arizona.
They hate Jake, and they extra hate you.
We was over there. I can only count on one hand how many black men I seen with a black woman.
Same thing in Washington State.
The whole fucking West Coast for that matter.
California, same thing, man.
When we went to the jump zone shit. It was whole tables. All the fucking children were so-called mixed. All the fucking
Same thing
grandfathers.
going on in Colorado too. And Colorado is a heavy Klan state, and they mad as fuck.
We must go to Minnesota and Indiana.
Standing there holding this little baby look like that.
Yep, all of them. And they all looking at each
They
other.
get to the point where they just embracing it. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck, we can't
Yeah.
stop these damn women. All right?
They can't, man.
You know?
All the grandfathers.
You can't stop them.
Hey, because guess what? Because you send your daughters off to whore school.
Right. Yep.
You gonna send. You've been telling them to stay away. You know, kids always do the opposite of what you.
Yes.
So you've been telling them their whole life to stay away. They listening to hip hop, watching the videos,
Web browser.
watching baseball and football,
Watching
basketball,
porn.
watching black.com. You know, with a whole bunch of Karl Malone, the mailman looking dudes.
Yes.
And they youth,
Athletic Negroes.
you know.
Or see us out there in the
He wicked as
mouth.
hell, too.
And was delivering the mail too. They so
Yeah, that nigga Malone wicked as hell, too.
all right. A young Jordan looking cats, man. You know, young in shape. You know, what's that wicked Charles Barkley type cats, man.
Not that dude.
Yeah,
Swole ass, fast ass Deion Sanders type cats.
OJ
Big old
Simpson.
gigantic quad having what's the dude name?
Don't forget about OJ.
No, the football player that had them great big old quads. He had no lateral vertical movement. He just ran your ass over.
Bo Jackson.
No, not Bo Jackson. Herschel Walker, brother.
Oh,
The
that nigga's a
Wanda.
monster.
Right.
You know, he fought in strike force.
You know? Yeah, I know. I watched him fight. He was
Fucking
terrible.
old.
He was like 45 years old. Got in strike force and beat the shit out of somebody.
Right?
God
Yeah.
damn.
But they said all the time he was doing, but like the NFL, they said he was like not secretly, but his hobby was he always did martial arts. And
Damn.
after he retired, he said, fuck it, shit. I just want to show a motherfucker I can really get down.
Yeah.
He fucked
And he,
people up,
and
bro.
he was
Mighty.
and he had a workout like
Jake, bro.
he had a workout kind of like Walter Payton. Walter Payton was a specimen. I don't know if you know. You know.
Yeah.
You know Walter Payton could
Yes, sweetness.
he would do 20 handstand push-ups and then handstand the whole field. All right. This dude would
Yeah,
lunge.
man.
He would lunge up 20 degree, 30 degree hills, man. Lunge up and down it. That dude, Walter had that movement. But if he needed to run you over, he did.
Like a Mac 10 truck.
All right, and I seen Peyton put a lot of 300-pound men on their ass, man. Coming in to hit them. All right, Jake is just different, man.
Yeah.
Herschel Walker was built like that.
And I already claimed his daughter, so Jake
Right.
can just quit it.
Damn.
You know? But the point being, here you sitting, little Miss Lily, hip hop loving, right? Straight to this college, and all of a sudden, all these gladiators walking around.
Come on, man.
In jock straps.
He's talking
with the
around
bird.
like this. Look at this. Look at this. We can't talk anyway. Look at this. This how the average heathen walking around.
Right. Then you got swole ass Jake with gray sweat.
Soy boy.
Right? With the
That
great,
can't resist this
you know,
shit, man.
because the bro finally
Isn't
told
it?
me, you know, how the chicks be talking about the great sweat time or some shit.
Gray sweatpants.
Right? And then you got all these swole ass fit athletes running around in gray sweatpants.
They want to figure it out.
Hey, come on, man.
That's me in the gym
thing
today.
is that,
Great
Hey,
sweat.
Jay. Probably ain't watching the British broadcast. They watching the other
The British broadcast.
Hey, so the thing is, man, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
You gotta put on the hat, man. They know what time it is.
So the thing is, it's shameful spewing on their glory, man. They losing their power.
Yeah.
All right, they pretty much lost their power. So as a matter of fact, they don't even care no more because they're willing to sacrifice. I don't care how bad an Edomite broad is, man. If she ain't a part of if she ain't one of the elite's daughters, and they ain't even losing control over them.
But CJ Electronic.
Now in my head,
Damn.
exactly. You got a Rothschild getting stretched out by Jake. She talking about her pussy looks pink and her booty hole brown.
Oh man.
Yes!
Right? Sexy red.
Okay? That
Nasty,
wicked
man.
thing. And I do believe that that's an industry setup. Because that broad got zero talent, man. Zero. She ain't got bars. She not really good looking. She just grimy and dirty.
Dusty
and
and
the
crusty.
daughter of music is truly have been brought low. Somebody grab that real quick.
Get that, man.
That's one of them signs that he read in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, in the 6th verse. And he says the signs and effects. That's a sign, man.
Y'all got it?
Right? Shameless.
Yeah, daughters of music.
Get that too. And Sibiana's in the song too, right?
Yeah, she in the other one. She in a lot.
That's the chick with the blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing with Dr. Umar.
The blonde weave.
She had
Dealing
a
with Dr. Umar.
she had a video 2 years ago saying I sold my soul to the devil, man. Remember that? Yeah.
That's
Yup.
all those niggas did it, but at least he's a talented nigga. That's different.
God no.
Yeah, I was with Doja Cat on the way here, man.
That bitch
That girl
talented.
fine as hell. She talented as hell, but she
And
extra
wicked as
wicked.
hell.
Was.
She
was.
extra. What happened?
She was fine as hell.
What happened?
Oh.
She, went to, she got to selling her soul doing all that wicked shit she got going on.
Oh, of course.
Right, yeah,
I'm just
right,
talking-
yeah.
I'm just talking about the
He just
physical.
said-
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Look at her.
She was always waiting shit.
Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat?
Yeah.
Listen.
Right,
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
the
saying.
song called
She
Demon.
She was fine as hell. Now
She just be
She-
bugging out.
Wow.
She's the one that
Yeah,
did.
she's
She the
bugged
one who
out.
did the song "Bitch
She
I'm
got
a
all
Cow."
the wicked ass.
But she is a talented.
idolized
The bitch
tattoos,
is cold
all
with
them
the
demon
music.
tattoos.
Very talented.
She know how to make some songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the extra people who be talented be extra bugged out.
Extra
Yeah.
bug hunt like Kanye West
Be
like
them
that.
demons on them. But go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. He shall rise at the voice of the word, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Hey, them signs and effects. Read that 2nd Ezra 9 and 6 again. The Lord told you, he said, signs, times, and effects, man. That's the sign that was given. Just like in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, between like the 43rd and 45th verse, 46th verse, it tells you, it gives you the signs. All right, it gives you the signs that you will be able to see, to know who the children of Israel are. And if you can't see that that's us, that's because you don't want to see it. You and that, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, crowd. The hell with all that truth.
Yeah, that shit
It
fire.
just doesn't matter. You know, that's the song that Esau started singing when you start bringing
how
out
she
the
used
fact
to
that the
look.
Lord wasn't a so-called
That's
white man.
crazy. This how she used to look.
It just doesn't matter.
So you saw that,
Yeah, hey,
and this
look,
how she
olives
used to
are
look.
green
That's when she first
and
came
very
out
dark.
before she
Which
got
one you
famous.
talking about? 'Cause I ain't seen no green people yet.
Nah.
Right?
I ain't seen one.
Yeah, we had a Middle Eastern olive complexion. Oh, so they was black. Right. And so look, I'm gonna do a lesson on that. Lord
Crazy.
willing,
I
I'm
only
gonna do a
put
lesson
that.
on
I
that.
totally
Go
got
ahead.
2nd Ezra 9 and 6.
Jake.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works.
Right.
and endings in effects and signs.
Endings and effects. Read it again.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
There it is, man. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low, man.
Ain't talking about shit, but we can have this bitch Sukiana talking about some, I don't even want to say it. So tell Joe Biden she want to suck the president.
Right.
Why you ain't rebuke her, Dr. Umar? Why you all hugged up with this bitch? Because the black talk about some, I know they out of line, but they're still the queens of the community. Whatever. Point me to the white woman.
Queen. Queen.
He ate that special spaghetti.
All right. Robust whore, a slut.
Yeah, I got two.
Queen. Queen. That's the root of the word queen and the meaning and the true meaning of it.
Yeah.
Right?
So in definition, he is right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga.
They are the queens of the hood.
He ate that special spaghetti, man.
He definitely ate that piece of spaghetti.
Every week.
At Matthew Park.
I told you, my brother, them niggas, that nigga went into that commit. They know it, man. Hey, look, I used to rebuke these commit niggas when I first came up in the truth. And with what I did know. And you know, it's unlawful to deal with a woman while she's on a cycle, or if she having an issue with blood from her cycle. Like if it's blood coming out of her coochie. These niggas talking about that's when the life coming out, so you gotta have sex with them. You niggas in that chemic, bro. You gotta go.
You know
You
that.
have to go. Yeah, it's comedic.
So you might as well say, when the blood coming out, first you gotta go stick your head up the ass of a damn
A cow.
a damn ox, and let them piss on your head and shit, so it turn it yellow. All right.
Jake is wicked, man.
No, that's them damn Hamites, man. And Jake
Golden
following
Lord.
it.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking
No.
about. Oh no, he got it from. They into that Pan-Africanism. All African.
Right.
They missed that part, though, Elder. No, you're right. They missed that part. Go stick your head up an ox ass. I
Yeah.
hate you niggas, man.
This motherfucker, the damn ox taking a piss, and he got his head under the damn ox's
Behind his
vaginal parts, like he in the shower.
Yeah. Rubbing it all in his face.
He want to dye his dreads.
Yeah,
Like
right,
Wiz
right.
Khalifa, Future.
Right.
You want the blonde on the tip.
So you can
Put some piss on him.
So you can look like that. So you can look like that Hamite who was trying to be Jake so hard.
The Rob nigga.
The Rob always told
I know what he's talking about. That's the most soulless individual I ever heard rap. Look, speaking of the Hamite, there's a Hamite. Manu bitch. Not Manu
Yep.
Low, Manu bitch.
Yep, that was a Hamite for sure.
Trey Hamite. She was a Sudanese too.
Ancient Egyptian.
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled."
Yeah, so now you got all these soldiers that are here in America. We talked about them arming all these civil institutions, basically with submachine guns.
Entities.
They're gonna deputize all this. So you're gonna have this huge army of people that used to work in the office.
I was gonna say
being
people that don't need guns.
Right. Being exactly.
Shit.
And at the same time, they keep having these false flag shootings all over the goddamn place.
Yeah.
And trying to disarm the population. They're gonna send your soldiers afar off. All right. So the real soldiers gonna get sent afar off to go fight and die over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
And other places. And so there's gonna be nobody here to defend you from Kim Jong-il and all them brick-breaking Koreans, all them damn, wood chopping ass Chinese, all the Moabites.
Universal
Right?
soldiers.
It's gonna ravish you.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna ravish you over and over again with them short ass dicks.
You know?
Right? They can give you all that short ride over and over again.
You know?
All right?
2
That's
inches of
exactly what
hard
they gonna
dick.
do, man.
For you.
All right?
Yeah.
Right.
They gonna take that anger. That's years of pent up frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what that nigga say on with the Pauly Short? He had the nigga say, I love that silly ass nigga movies. That nigga said on Jury Duty, he said, I know, yeah. He said, that nigga they gave the jury said, I know the real reason he killed him. It was penis envy. They got them years. They got them years of that penis envy, man. They'll kill you niggas, man. This boy might walk up right now. I got the videos. I've been having these videos for years keyed up of them training, man. Watching this shit, man. They gonna fuck you niggas up, man.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, what that nigga Floyd say? He ain't even. You niggas ain't even defensively responsible, man. These niggas gonna come and attack you, man. How many come there? That's motherfuckers right there. Y'all definitely need to bless the earth.
That's right.
And take y'all eyes off the prize. Get him Murphy his 10.
God knows.
No homo.
That's right.
No homo.
It says,
Y'all know how that.
see that ye be not troubled, like in Matthew 24:6. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
All these are the beginning of the sorrows. You got something to say, brother?
Oh, no, they said that's why in there, like you said about the Ezras, all these are signs. Those are disciples that probably came to the Lord and asked him, because the rest of the people, they were there for entertainment, they were to get fed. Only the elect know what's going on. That's why it says, the elect shall praise my holy name.
Right.
Because with the Lord's name comes his reputation. And Ezekiel said that we were no longer going to pollute his name. That's why the correct fame is being basically brought back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Somebody get that? Is it Ezekiel 39? Is it 39:9 or 39:6? Where it says that he took away the name. That's why it was brought back. That's why in Revelations it talks about the new name, which is basically that the refreshment of the original name of that same fear. What is Stewie said? That God of the Old Testament, the one that would kill and shed blood, man. That God ain't gone nowhere. Exactly, Al-Shadia. Demon-like power.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, verse 7. It says, you want me to start up?
Is it 6?
Yeah, I started at verse 6. It says, and I will send a fire on Magog and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel.
So his people are going to know his name. So we're going to call upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is yet another scripture that emphasizes the name of the Lord. Because you got to remember, his correct fame is being restituted to him. So this is not Jesus Christ. This isn't God of the Old Testament. It's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That demon-like power, that terrifying power that got us the name and the fear of the other nations, man. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore.
So that name was taken away for a reason. Jake to this day says, on my mama, on God, all that shit. Why did the Lord have to take away his name? Because Jake takes it in vain. Yeah. That's why he said, I'm not going to let you pollute my name. So there's a reason why the name isn't out there. There's a reason why it's been occult.
No, just going back to what you're saying. That's why when you read the Old Testament, for the most part, they make oaths and they swear by the Lord. Right. When you get to the time of Yahweh Shai, the Lord was so fed up with that shit. Yahweh Shai told the niggas when they would swear, he said, don't swear by me, not your own head. Right. He said, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. Right. This is how you know the Lord was so fed up with that bullshit, just knocking the brother up. Because the niggas do that, bro.
Yeah.
On my phone them. Oh, this is famous when I was growing up. On a stack of Holy Bible.
Right, bro. And they only do that when they lying.
Yeah.
They do it. They put it on their dead homies. This is how you know.
Yeah, I was about to say that. On my grandma's grave.
Yes,
That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one.
Hey, that
Grandma
nigga in the
Gray.
spirit world like, man, who the fuck keeps the monkey?
Man, I'm unborn kid.
Which one of you niggas keeps the monkey?
That, oh my grandma grave, that oh my dad did.
Hey, on my unborn kid.
I got a precept just to back the brother up. This is Sirach 23:9. Accustom not thy mouth to swearing, neither use thyself to the naming of the Holy One.
Yeah.
For as a servant that is continually beaten shall not be without a blue mark, so he that sweareth and nameth God continually shall not be faultless.
When you read the Bible and you see the mannerism of it, you can't say these ain't niggas, man. Only Jake does this bullshit. Esau don't go around saying the shit like that. Moab don't do it. Oh, another one. That's a Jake. That's an Israelite custom to swear. Even if when you watch these old pieces, like when you watching these middle-aged pieces like the Vikings and shit like that, and you see the Saxons and shit. Soon, Jake, you know it was some niggas. They swear.
Right.
That look, before you even get to telling this story, you gonna swear on your honor. You gonna swear on the Bible. You gonna swear on your arm ring. Only niggas do that. Only niggas do
That's how you
that.
knew. Because they were actually, they had honor in their arm ring shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, only niggas
Right.
do shit like that.
Cause one of the dudes, I remember he killed the dude because he had sworn on his arm ring. And the guy went back, he was like, you swore on your arm ring. Right?
Yeah.
And he put the dude to death.
Yeah, they're like, you can't do shit like that. Only Jake. Oh, another thing, when you read the scriptures and you read and you hear about burnt offerings and drink offerings, only niggas do that. Pour out a little liquor.
Yep.
That's an Israelite custom. For the homies, yeah, that's a drink offering. That's why they say nobody will lament you or make these supplications, bro.
Right.
That's
so
what
you
niggas do,
gonna pour
bro.
a drink to a dude chilling in the spirit world.
But that's what Jake does.
Guess what, man? The homies didn't put in on this. All right, I'm gonna drink it for him.
Hey, hold on. Why you gotta be wasted?
Hey, we used to do that in the world. It was a nigga we knew, and he was like the only nigga out the hood. Well, out our hood anyway. This nigga went to college. You know, he the only nigga that had a daddy and a mama. All that, right? I used to actually deal with his sister, but he was older than me.
Bring it out.
And this nigga went up to Michigan and he had this big ass chain. And he was in the college and these niggas robbed him for his chain and they killed him and shit. But nevertheless, he could have stayed with us for that. But nevertheless, on his birthday, we'd get a whole fifth of Remy and had a whole block. We'd stand in a circle and we'd pour out a whole fifth. Yeah. One lip touch that, everybody whooping your ass. Right. But that's some nigger shit. And like the elder said, you pour it out. This nigga go. In my head, I'm looking like, man, folks dead.
He's sober as fuck. Alive than a motherfucker.
I dare you touch this bottle, but that's a nigger custom. But that's why you gotta go through certain things and see certain things in the world. So when you see the truth, just like this nigga wearing his Tupac shirt, that's a Jake, bro. So when you read the Bible, yeah, that white woman sweet.
God, no.
You know. Yeah, that's for the elder Malcolm, man.
Yeah, that's for the elder.
You niggas stop salivating.
Oh.
Take the nerve.
Oh, my bad.
And for him, try about
Bring it up.
You know, I do prefer from that.
Beverly Hills. That's right. That's Malibu Stacy.
Hey, back in that Ezekiel 39:7 again. So, will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, thy holy one in Israel. Behold, it is come, and it is done, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is the day whereof I have spoken.
It says the elect shall praise his holy name. If you get Psalms 91, it specifically, there's so many precepts that clarify the importance of the name of the Lord. And then Psalm 91, and then that, let me get that Zechariah. It says, they shall call upon me. This is my people. That great salvation will come with the recognition of his name, man. All right?
You want that,
Psalm 91? Well, we got that Psalm 91. It's like 91 and 14.
I got the Zechariah.
Get the Zechariah, I'll get the Psalms.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13. gonna get straight to the point.
No, 8.
God, in verse 8, it says, this is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
So hey, the elect are going through that furnace of adversity. It says acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you're either gonna go through the heat. You're either gonna go through the heat at a gradual hiring of the temperature, or you're gonna go through it at once and be missile food.
Hey, like the brother.
That's right.
Like
Exactly.
Lawyer say, you're gonna be on fire for the Lord one way or another.
Because there's only one way in that narrow path with the water on one side and the fire on the other side, man.
That's
and
a
you gotta go through that straits, man.
That's right.
There's no other way into this state, man. Which means we gotta go through something. Because like I've been talking about, still opened up with the arming of all these government institutions and that are making these people into deputies. All right, arming them. Okay, so you're gonna have. So check it out. So basically, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have all of the government and non-government people armed, the citizens unarmed, and you're gonna also have an army of aliens
But guess what?
that don't give a fuck about America
I was about to
and
say-
hate and actually dislike a lot of you Americans, man. And a lot of you spoiled Edomites. All right, you're gonna be some of the biggest targets, man, because when people say they hate America, they're not really talking about Jake.
Yeah.
Right? Because hey, you know how you can tell that? Why they're not really talking about Jake? Because if you go to Italy, what are you gonna hear? You're gonna hear hip hop, you're gonna hear house.
Yeah.
You go to Sweden, what are you gonna hear? You're gonna
House.
hear hip hop.
Yep.
You're gonna
and
hear house.
100%.
You,
that reggaeton
you
too.
go all that shit.
They love that shit.
That reggaeton, all that shit. That's the point. All right. Wherever you go, you're gonna hear hip hop and house, some form of it.
Yep.
In every European place, Russia, Germany, you're gonna hear that music. All right.
France.
But you know what you're not gonna hear in those countries? Country western.
Damn.
So that's it. You're not.
West Virginia.
So what I'm saying is that when people start complaining about Americans and they're not Americans, they're really talking about, they don't want to say it because they don't want to be bogus, but they're really talking about white America. Because niggas
They
in
know we
America,
oppressed too.
It's
Yeah.
right. The
They
whole
understand
world,
that.
the whole world knows that the so-called black man, Hispanic man in America is really oppressed. The whole world knows it, man.
Yep.
The whole world knows it, man.
In Illinois,
All right, so they not really talk about them because they ain't really done nothing to them.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
all the oppression that these foreign entities are feeling in their own nations are coming from these proud, push through the crowd, pop your collar, white guys with the bald face and the necktie on. Signing shit into
Jeff
law,
Bezos looking
signing
niggas.
away your rights and signing away. Now I own your land that your house is on.
Yep.
Yeah, you own the house, but I own the land.
Right. Now don't pay that fucking
Hawaii
Not
shit.
to mention that here in Illinois,
Right.
Pritzker made it legal for them to hire
Yeah.
non-citizens police officers.
See it in your face.
So for those that think that this is some Alabama and Kentucky shit, in Illinois, J.B. Pritzker signed it into law where they can give these people that are seeking asylum the job of being those cops to lock you up.
Oh, yeah.
That's why so many of them are over there in these police districts.
Exactly.
They could be going to fucking police camp, man, which is easy. as
And
fuck.
a
They go to police
lot
camp.
of them already came here with military and paramilitary training anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, they gonna be in my house.
They jabbed up. They already jabbed up. They already ready to go, man.
Elder Malcolm, I got
they
pulled
got
over
the
last
secret
night.
sauce in them.
That nigga look like Arrow, like RoboCop or something. Brother asked him where he was from. He said Palestine. He looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. Like he came over here to whoop on some niggas.
He did. I seen one like this. Look, he was like this tall. Then he wasn't bigger than me, but he was leaned up. He had that face. I looked at him because he looked like a Moabite, but he looked like an Ishmaelite. I said, I was just watching his. I size niggas
He had
up.
a very upset posture.
I size niggas.
soldier,
I know a nigga when they mount that, bro.
soldiers don't slouch.
They don't.
So when you see a guy that's got a real upright posture,
Yeah, you been in the
I
military.
said, where you
Yeah.
from? He said, it's Pakistan. This nigga was working as a hotel clerk. I said, how long have you been over here? He said, 2 months. How did you
He
know?
gonna get that
I
phone
said, because
call.
I'm not stupid. Yeah. And he just looked at me and he smirked up. I said, I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
He just said,
brother, I was watching Monsters of Men.
He's like, El Negro
Right.
is onto us.
Right.
we
have been compromised.
He just looked up. He had that buzz.
Got that buzz cut.
I said, this little motherfucker go tell motherfucker.
He said, right.
Abort mission.
Right. He spoke it to the earpiece.
Yeah.
El Negro is on to
He had that Korean zombie look, man. I said this motherfucker go tell somebody else.
Yeah, man, but hey, look, I was watching Monsters of Men, man. And I love that movie, man.
That's your shit, too.
Because every time you watch it, you get something more out of it. So I ended up watching it because it was on Roku for free. And the scene when the chick made the phone call to the congressman, to the House of Representative member in New York. And the guy made the phone call, said we've been compromised. And he called up that operative, right? And the dude and the operative looked like, what's the rapper name? That made my song, Viking Funeral, Barbarian Funeral. Immortal Technique.
Oh, damn.
Big dude looked like Immortal Technique. He walking down the street, 300-pound dude in a hoodie. All right? And he got that phone call, gave him the address, sent him the address, because he had the girl's phone, and went to the dude's house that quick. Dude got this house, plugged up his phone, and before he could even turn it on, the dude was in his front door. And he turned around, dude hit him right in the eye.
Yeah, I remember that part, yup.
Went over, got his phone, and walked away. That shit was coming. He was just a dude walking through Times Square with a hoodie on with his head down. And he went and took care of that. He told him clean that mess up. He went and cleaned that mess up. Pronto.
They showed you that in Elysium, where they had that one Australian nigga in the ghetto, and Matt Damon, he was going crazy. They called him. He said, "Oh, you know, what do you want?" He said, "I need weapons." They sent him everything he needed. He grabbed a few dirty ass niggas. They got on that drone and they got out on him, man. You know, that's what you remember that shit.
Hey, they showed you that, and not the movie, but the cartoon Spawn with the Tom McFarlane, the animated one from the '90s. They had this nigga, but he was a super soldier, but it was these mafia niggas. Spawn, he ended up fucking these niggas up in the alley. And he was like, "What? You tell me something freak show killed my best guys?" He said, "Call him." And he said, "Call him." And he said, "When you see this guy, tell him I need this guy. And you better prostrate to him, and you better kiss his ring." He was talking about the Pope. He said, "Go to Italy and get my guy." And the fucking Pope sent the super soldier over there to kill Spawn. He said, "As soon as you get off the plane, tell him come to my office." And that dude was a fucking super soldier. I said, man, and they showed you how to that you really gotta watch that over, man. How they was running this pedophile ring, and the mafia was in control of it with the senators and all. They was all in on it.
Catholic Church always in the middle of that.
In the middle of all of it, but it showed you how the United States senators protected certain cases for certain jurisdictions or certain dudes. And this one dude, he said, "I don't want to be in the White House." He said, "Listen," he said, "bend over and take it. I know your whole family. You're gonna be in the White House, and we're gonna run this exactly how we're gonna run it, or we're gonna kill you." He said, "Even if you don't care about dying, I know everybody you love. You're gonna be a president, sir." I said, "These motherfuckers wicked.
I had a precept going back to what the Akin was saying earlier about the name and then about the affliction, right? Because as we know, it's the so-called niggas and the Mexicans that's afflicted. So this is Isaiah 48. I'm Isaiah 48:9. So for my name's sake, I will defer my anger, right? Because if we got that name, He gonna defer that anger from us. And for my praise will I refrain from thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. We talk about that oppression, that affliction that Jakes and the Israelites go through. Who is it for? And when we got that name, for the hopeful and chosen elect, which is why we do this work, so that the anger does be refrained from us as well. That's right. So I just wanted to touch on the point that the Atkins was saying.
That's right.
Ezekiel 94.
That's perfect.
Exempt from, right, because there's certain, you know, the elect are exempt from their sins, man. That being the difference between the elect and the 2/3, man. right? But get that that Isaiah 29 and 15. And then somebody get Isaiah 49 or 47 and 49. I have made Esau bare, because he can't hide no more. That's why we talking about the things that we talk about, because it's all out on the table now.
It's that time.
All the cards on the table, so everything is out in the open. But hence the reason why they monitor us and watch us and all that other bullshit.
That scripture in Habakkuk, when he said, "Though it tarry, wait for it." We used to use that precept in future tense. Now we're talking, man, in present tense as it's being fulfilled. Though it tarry, wait for it. It's like now it's like, hold on, nigga. Right. It's not like it's now we're not waiting for it.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Amen. And as the scripture also say in Jeremiah, it said, can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not find him? So, hey, he that formed the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? So it just goes to show how primitive you fucking Edomites are, man. Okay, hey, man, you can't hide none of your counsel. All right, the scriptures say the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Just like the history of the medieval times and the Dark Ages just keeps coming out. It keeps coming out, man. All right, it just keep and it's being brought out often by Edomites.
Right.
All right, because you just can't all them lies you swept under the rug. Somebody that came and pulled the rug.
Right. Shit, it's a big ass hump in the middle.
Right. God knows.
You ain't even got a bullet.
Man,
what the fuck is over here? A big ass hump.
It's like shit, that big ass pile of truth. What the fuck?
Right.
Damn, black saints.
Not
Oh,
only
shit,
Esau,
black
but these
Madonnas.
Jakes too.
Oh shit, black images of the Lord.
Right.
You know,
but the whole world
black
being
images of the
confounded,
disciples. Right.
Right. And that movie coming out is it's more fuel to the fire of that
Cornelius shit.
Clarence.
Book of Clarence.
The Book of Clarence.
Yeah.
You know, which they really talking about with that nigga Simon. Acts. He was trying to buy the Holy. He was trying to buy the Holy Spirit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Which they made it into a comedy thing, but they showing you.
But what they showed you was they showed you the aesthetic truth.
That's right.
Because they made the Romans Edomites.
Yep.
Which majority they were. They were the actual Romans, the Edomites were.
Exactly.
Everybody else was just Roman citizens.
Exactly.
You know,
Like
after slave. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like we're citizens of Rome right now.
We got
Again,
ID.
But by race, we're not Romans.
Right.
And matter of fact, by race, nobody was a Roman. That was some shit they made up. Just like they
Nobody
made
American.
up, just like they made up American. Same shit, man.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be an all-American?
You know.
Real good.
You know remember that Forrest Gump?
I said I gotta go pee.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. It said, but I have made Esau bare.
Yeah.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Right. So it's like Esau went into the porta potty at the concert. All right.
They at the North Coast
And
right now.
he pulled out his short rod to take a piss, and then the door blew open, and everybody in the crowd saw his ass. All right.
Literally.
No, pissing all over his balls.
That's right.
Daddy short stroke.
Daddy
pissing.
short.
Balls wet as hell because he pissing all over. All right, go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right.
Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy looks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Right, so did anybody ever get the Habakkuk, the shame for doing?
Yeah, we did have
Okay, on his glory.
No, we never got to that part.
No?
You go ahead and get that too.
Get the Habakkuk. It says,
2 and 16.
where it says it says the world shall be filled with the word of the Lord.
And that's why DeSantis, you know, they coming against woke, and you know this, and when woke is not really talking about the alphabet lifestyle and all that. What woke is really talking about is what we're talking about, the history, because they're really attaching that to so-called black people, all right, and all the history. They're saying that, oh, we don't want our children indoctrinated with black history, but that's actual history, and that history only exists because you did that.
Right.
Your people did this to
How
them.
dare you remind us of the piece of shit that we are?
So exactly. So shameful spewing on their, on their glory, man. Because once again, I can't say it enough. They glorified in feeding you the alligator bait, put chaining you, buck breaking you, raping your daughters and your mothers, raping your sons, splitting up and selling families, putting their name on all the inventions that you made.
No.
All the shit that they did to make themselves wealthy and stay wealthy, while at the same time oppressing you.
Yep.
All right, changing the Bible. All right, the Bible clearly tells you what the Israelites look like, what God looks like, what the angels look like, but yet you still painted these images of pale people, and then push that shit to the whole world. All right, that's been a witchcraft, and guess what? The Lord has broken it because a lot of people don't even try to defend it no more. All right, go ahead, brother.
This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Right. So you were once proud of your good old boys, your Confederate heroes and all that shit, man. You were real proud of that Dixieland history. All right. You were very proud of that, and now you're ashamed of it. All right. It's very shameful.
You're
to
a
bring
bum,
up
bro.
those things.
You were born a bum, and you're gonna die a bum.
Right. It says in the book of Job, chapter 14 and 4, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
That's right.
Not one. Seeing his days are determined.
You see that? Seeing his days are determined. The so-called white man and these heathens are through. Go ahead, bro. It ain't no getting away that. When the Lord say your days are determined, that's it, bro. The brother mentioned Johnny
I
Cash
just told
earlier.
you like that last
Claim, I want her, man.
That's
You got it.
I want that white woman. I really like that white woman, man. Go ahead, I'm on duty, man. Sweet and white.
Right. It says back in Job 14 and 4, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Cannot pass.
Go with that
And you know what? And I told this to an Edomite woman last night, and you know what her response was? Good.
Good. That's right.
That's literally what her response was. Because she's so disgusted with the world and disgusted with everything that's going on, and she knows that it's the men of her nation.
That's right.
She's very well aware of it. She's like, well, good. Then it need to hurry up and happen.
If he dies,
This
he
is
dies.
crazy because she's like, look, I'm watching people be all fucked up, and you're right. It all can be traced back to them, and they don't want to admit this shit.
Yep.
You know, she just looked at it from honest eyes.
Proof is
Right?
in
It's
the
like,
pudding.
damn, this is the fucking truth.
About
It's uncomfortable as fuck, but it's the fucking truth. And guess what? I've learned, all right, especially since I've been in this truth. When you're uncomfortable, you're actually hearing the truth.
Yep.
The truth is not a comforting thing, especially if you're an Edomite. It's very uncomfortable.
And that's what the world lacks for the most part. You know, the spirit of truth is not here in the world, man. You're only going to hear that from the men of the Lord.
Or accountability.
That's right.
No, because Esau and the heathen nations, in a lot of cases, they own that. It just doesn't matter.
Right.
It just doesn't matter. That when you bring out truth that goes against the lies that they believe, or the false doctrines they've been taught, they all start chanting. It just doesn't matter.
I got a precept for you.
God, Jesus, because Jesus loved it.
This is Isaiah 59 and 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
There it is, man.
So, hey, man, you're going to make yourself a prey, man. That's why, hey, when you come put your boots on the ground for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you have to really, sincerely not give a fuck.
That's right.
Everybody, every man over here on this, we don't give a fuck, man.
talk about cancel. Nigga, I've been canceled since
Come on, man.
2007. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. That shit real.
Shit.
God.
Cancel culture. I done been canceled myself from you niggas.
Hey, man, Esau been trying to cancel us, man.
Before it was a
Fuck
term,
you
we
niggas.
was canceled.
Right, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why
Cancel.
they deleted so many of
Nigga,
my
we been
videos.
canceled.
I got enough deleted videos to have a whole nother channel.
Yeah, and then some.
Exactly. I've been canceled from my motherfucking grandma,
Let's go.
my motherfucking baby mamas,
go.
my children.
Let's go.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Let's go.
This is all I care about.
Because everything they love is crumbling.
That shit folly, nigga. This shit real.
on,
Talk
man.
about some cash. Nigga, fuck you.
Hey man, my baby mama went back to her baby daddy, her fully vaccinated baby
How many
daddy.
kids later?
3 of them.
Come on, man.
Good.
Somebody
3 of
punch
them
in
later.
there.
A wicked
What
woman
white
be with a
at?
wicked one.
Wait, hold on, say it again.
No, a wicked woman be with a wicked man, so that's good.
She said all day.
Right.
Bye bye. No, but brothers, you gotta, hey, you listening, you gotta really not give a fuck, man.
You can't.
You're gonna lose your job, you're gonna lose that woman, you're gonna lose all this shit that was near and dear to you. That nice ass car you got is probably gonna fuck up. Alright? You're gonna be broke. You may come in this thing, you may got a little bit of change. Yeah, you finna lose all that.
God, no.
But you finna gain the more. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going through it right now.
It's
Man.
all going on.
Everybody going through it.
Come on, man.
I got precept. Matthew 10 and 39 says, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it."
Hey.
So fuck cancel culture, man, because we really can't. Hey, we canceled ourselves from this world a long fucking
Right.
time ago.
Yeah. God,
And while they saying that, guess what? Brixton canceled America.
That's
Right.
right.
Your
You
shit is
right.
canceled. All right? Ain't nothing you can do. Only thing you can do is oppress your own people who gonna rise up and fight against you.
Oh yeah.
And then the
Dummy.
Lord gonna send
Them as Pakistan.
4th degree judo black belt.
No speaking English.
Putin.
Right.
And motherfucking Kung Fu master ass Xi Jinping.
Right.
Or
Whatever
whatever,
brick on
whatever
his
his
head,
name
ass
is.
nigga. You gonna try to
Right.
hit this nigga with a brick?
You know?
He gonna headbutt the brick.
So them guys is coming, man. And then they gonna bring the whole continent of Africa with them.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
All them fucking general butt naked over there.
Yeah.
They're ready to come show
Yeah.
you the way.
They coming through funky as hell.
Right.
Oh, smell like piss and shit.
Right.
Eating monkey brains.
Right.
Oh.
They gonna come show you the way.
You
That
do
nigga
not know
like
that.
that.
I do.
All right.
Right.
General Bamboo and the whole Zulu Nation.
Done.
I thought that was Nazareth. That nigga look just like him, bro. He look just like him.
Oh
I
shit.
thought that was Nazareth. But yeah, the Lord gonna send. Hey, that's why the Lord said He created spirits of vengeance, man. And I was going back. I told you, you got to go back and really watch that spawn. That's a spirit of vengeance. The Lord gonna send hell spawns from you. What the nigga that his tutor, the clown, the nigga who John Leguizamo played in the movie, that motherfucker in the cartoon, he said, I'm just a creature. He said, I'm not a hell spawn. I'm a creature way more powerful than you. I wasn't born. I'm not from anywhere. I'm just a creature. Kill.
Yeah,
Violator.
he was a demon.
Kill.
Violator.
Violator.
Yeah, the violator, that's his name.
Damn.
He said, I'm just here. I wasn't born. That's what the Lord, but that's what the Lord got. That's in the Bible. Spiritually created for vengeance.
Hey, he gonna send them evil messengers, man.
He said, I'm just here.
Somebody grab it. He gonna send them evil
Yeah.
messengers for you 2/3 ass niggas and you
It's
heathens,
songs,
man.
too, that evil
A lot
message,
of you people are gonna die by your own vices.
Yeah, and that's what he
The
was
very,
doing.
the very things that you loved so much is how the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. That's why I always tell you that you women are gonna die very vitally from the carousel. That's right. A lot of you that's the way you're gonna die, man. You done played the thought. You was a hottie thotty, all right, and then bagged all these bodies and bragging about it, all right. And yeah, you gonna get missed and used like a toilet, man.
You know what's spiritual?
You know, imagine how many how many dudes use a public toilet at a concert, man.
God,
All right, a lot of you women gonna get used like toilets.
Hey, and that's the spirit, because this dude and the demon, when he go into his regular form, now he tell this nigga Spawn what he need to do, but he got other demons, and he had this one dude, he went up on him, and he said, see boy, it's time to work, and the nigga put on the hat, and he got in the ice cream truck, and he was luring little kids around, and he was molesting them and cutting off their body parts and their limbs. And he had a whole shop full of tools, but that demon, the clown dude, he was giving them all the instructions. I said, man, this shit real. Like, that's the story. Bring out the scriptures. I had to bring out that part. You know? All of them. All of them. In the Psalms 49, the evil angels get spiritual credit for vengeance. Go ahead, read all.
Oh yeah.
I got Proverbs 17 and 11. Says an evil man seeketh only rebellion.
And that's all you niggers. All you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially of our people. Go ahead.
Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against
And
him.
it's going to be sent in the form of these super soldiers. It's going to be sent in the form of apparitions. It's going to, you know, be a representation of your worst imagination.
That's right,
Read
bro.
that other one.
Sirach 39 and 28.
Perfect.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance,
Yeah.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Yeah, and that's what the thing was saying, because Spawn, you know, he was strong and shit and he had powers, but when he didn't know who the clown was, he just thought it was a dude fucking with him. The clown said, no, I'm way more superior than you. He showed him his real form. Before he even started transforming, before he even touched Spawn, he beat the fuck out of him, but he got in his head. He said, what are you doing? He said, this is how people from hell talk to each other. Telepathy. He was telling him, I'm putting the spirit on you. He said, now come here, boy. He started fucking him up. Then he went back to his regular form. He said, man, you better start listening to me. Go ahead.
That shit was
Yeah.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Yeah, when he was trying to get him how to use his power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you better start listening to me.
But here's the killer thing.
So I
When you
just
think
exist.
about that, it turns out that the Spawn was paid by a so-called black man. And it
Yeah.
turns out he was actually more powerful than the father.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once he came into his power. And see, that's what they
Yeah.
fear.
He was chosen to do it. That's what the older man was trying to tell him, that you really the one.
Right.
Go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Exactly. So like Spawn, the Violator, these super soldiers, these all the boogeyman, the real boogeyman, the real Bigfoot. Claim that Moabite. Go ahead. Fuck, man.
Hey, look. When you
Hell
watch
yeah.
it,
But
we
what's
got
another talk?
rulership mentality.
Right.
We
Oh,
are
yeah.
ready for the kingdom. All right? Hey, we're ready for this. Real quick, everything on pause. Daniel 7 and 18.
Daniel 7 and 18. Whoever get it first, we
Coming
get out.
right up. Come on, Twitter fingers. It's the book of Daniel 7 and 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
There it is. So we're going to take the kingdom. We're going to take what we want.
Right.
Right? Real quick, and we're going to get right back on it. Deuteronomy 22.
Oh, taking up the...
Yeah. No, because somebody listening, this is ungodly. You know, shut your dumb ass.
Hey, look, man, the wisest man that ever exists, who was also the Lord, but that's another lesson for another time, had 700 women and 300 concubines. I don't even have, this was the wisest man that ever existed. Nigga, we don't have to argue with you.
Not
Fuck
subject
you.
to debate, right?
You know, say that again.
It's not subject to debate.
Not ever, not never. There ain't no fucking debate. Hey, the scripture says, reverse a divisive man after 2 or 3 admonitions. Say, reject the heretic. I don't talk to you niggas. You don't, that's fine, bro. I've been doing this long enough to know I'm not putting a Negro or a Spigger on a headlock and beating him over the head with the Bible.
Exactly.
It's fine. It's not subject for debate. Go ahead, Capo.
This Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
There you go. So so for all you out there,
Called spoils.
when the day of the Lord comes, and the spoils start getting taken, right? And when the men of the Lord come across a heathen, and she's married, we're at war.
Right.
So when you hear me say something, oh, she's a death sentence unto him.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Let's go.
All right? Because one of the men of the Lord desires that. And we're at war with you. Right? So all it takes is a quick cross of the swords.
It's an ancient mind state.
She's single.
She's single. Hey, it's ancient. It's Salaki. I just want to make this point. It's in the scripture.
She married. No, she not, brother.
Look,
I cut ties.
She's available.
now this, what the elder going into, this is a custom to us going into war, but when ain't no 911, we really just going back in the ancient. I'm gonna tell you something. When the Pharaoh Abimelech, why did Abraham tell his wife to say this was his sister?
Exactly.
We ain't even gotta be at war.
Exactly.
Now this is the custom, but if we like her, bro, ain't no fucking 911. In the ancient world, oh yeah, look, all right. He said, cause they're gonna kill me. You're beautiful.
Right.
They're gonna kill me if they
Right.
think you're not. But if they think you're my sister, they gonna treat us good so they can get you. But now granted, that had to be written for us to even break this down right now. But granted, the Pharaoh was visiting in his sleep. He said, you ain't you a man of the Lord?
Right.
He said, man, you finna get the Lord. Nigga, the Lord gonna kill me.
Right. So why you ain't
Said, man,
tell
why
me?
you ain't telling me, man? Get y'all shit, man.
Right.
Go.
You know what that means? That means that all the nations were aware that there was a power.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Deuteronomy 4 and 5, my brother can get it. Said, this is your wisdom
About
among
it
the
out last
nations.
night. That's the spirit.
What a wise and
That's the spirit.
understanding nation.
You got it. Go ahead. Read.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
There it is, man. So in the sight of the nations, we have wisdom, and they knew that we were serving the one true power.
That's right.
So there was a lot of fear of the other nations, man. And let's get back to these wicked angels. These evil messengers.
He got a little bit more.
A little more. Come on.
It says, which shall hear.
Loud. So
She's
loud.
louder than everybody.
The fucking train ain't that loud. You know it's real, but we said at the same time, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Go ahead, bro.
It's that train runs officially.
Deuteronomy 4:6.
Train, brother.
Keep
Trust me.
therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have the Most High so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for.
So it was our wisdom. It made us shine. It made us stand out. Damn, look at these people. They have a way to deal with every situation, uncomfortable or not. All right? Judgment. All right? Go ahead.
It says, in what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day?
Right, which is our rules of conduct, man, the law. Go ahead with the others.
Now read that Proverbs 17 and 11 again, and then there be spirits created. Whoever had it, he on post. Let somebody else read it.
Yeah.
Read the Proverbs, right? Shit. He got on the
You get this.
Damn, I just had it. There. Okay, I'm looking at Psalm 78.
78 and 49. I got it. This Psalm 78. His ass through.
And 49. It says, he had cast upon the furies of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels amongst them.
So, hey, look, evil angels are coming, and they're going to bring the wrath of the Lord, man.
And he ain't in the spirit
Right.
of not my God, them Christianity, my God.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah,
shut
you're right.
up.
Not my love for everybody love all the time.
That's
man.
fine. Open your
Shut
Bible.
your dumb ass up. Right? Because I gave myself to the Lord.
I got in the water.
Won't he do it?
But nigga, yeah, I got in the water. I can't stand you, Negro.
Speaking of getting in the water, what happened to the daughters of Shiloh when the Benjamites was low in number?
Yeah.
The Benjamites was commanded to go snatch them
Them
hoes
bitches got
up, man.
snatched. They got snatched up. All right, and they became wives against their will.
Against their will.
That night.
Because they went to go get some water.
That's the spirit. I just did a video on this dude.
She gonna tell you, girl, why you walking funny? I got caught in the water. And you know, Benjamin known for his BBC and his endurance. You know?
Them niggas was jumping out the trees, man.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Yeah, you know they be jumping out with the fat bitches. Bumper Club!
But that's the spirit. I did a video on that.
It's been wild as hell, man.
I did a video on this subject about this dude. He was growing up in a violent home. He was crazy already, and he went to the military and stuff. Then he came back. He was on drugs and he just was raping straight women, just raping them, bringing them.
Oh yeah, I think I watched that video. He got kicked out. He got dishonorably discharged out of the Marine Corps. Right? And yeah, he just went on a killing mission, man.
Killing these chicks, man, putting them to
He
death.
was raping them and then killing them.
Yep. And leaving the bodies all in his house. So they found like over 10 bodies, 11 bodies.
It was
in
11.
The house. In the house.
And yeah, and the people in the neighborhood was blaming it on the
meat factory.
They're blaming it on the meat factory.
Yep.
It was like, man, this meat factory. So the dude in the meat factory was like, what the fuck?
Right.
So he doing all kind of shit trying to make this smell go away in his business. And it was dude house the whole time.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was just getting. The only reason he got caught is because he let 2 girls go. But he didn't even get a lot of time for it either. They was gonna give him the death sentence, but they didn't. So this dude can get out eventually, and he'll be right back on his.
It's gonna be guys. It's gonna be an army of men like that. And they know all you. They know all you Instagram chicks. All you all you OnlyFans chicks.
Tripping free.
Yeah, they know all that, man. Yeah. They know all that. They gonna come looking for you too. Right?
I got a quick.
Go ahead and get that scripture, brother.
Sirach. This is Sirach 39 and 28 again. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Right.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made
So
them.
it's gonna appease the wrath of the Lord that made them, as they land on sore strokes, causing pain and death. Read.
Fire and hail and famine and death.
All those things are happening in the world already, and they coming to Babylon. All right, go ahead.
All these were created for vengeance.
Yep.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked
Hey, look.
to destruction.
When these cities collapse, man, it's gonna be packs of dogs, man. All these pit bulls gonna be running around. Right, the alpha dog gonna be a damn pit bull. He gonna have 50, 60 other dogs with him, man.
Standing like
All right?
type of dogs.
You gonna have little bitty ass dogs.
Rottweilers to little
You know?
bitty dogs, cane corso, chihuahuas,
Yep.
Them dogs gonna be
deputy
from that.
Joe. Everything's hell the fucking
You
house
know?
party.
And not only that, when the society falls, them zoo animals don't get out too.
Man.
You gonna have polar bears and lions and cougars and tigers and shit. All kind of
Polar
weird.
bears have fun in Chicago.
All kind of weird shit happens, man.
Especially that winter. Big ice lake, swimming that motherfucking polar bear ain't got no problem.
Drag your ass right out to the.
Like that story.
They gonna
with
go
the
back.
guy?
Yeah, man.
I did a lesson. As soon as you told me that story, I went home and did a lesson.
Yeah, that's.
I really sat and thought about that shit
You
for
have
hours.
to.
I said, man, the Lord, but that's the
They
feeling
watched
the Lord
him.
will fuck you up, bro.
They watched them come. For any, he talking about teeth made to tear. All right. I don't know if you brothers were here when I took, but that basically, that was I think it was four explorers who were on one of them icebreaking ships, and they ship and they ship stopped working and they came off the ship. All right. And somehow they ended up marooned on a little ice island. All right. And in the distance, they saw a polar bear, and they saw it dive in the water and come up on an island closer to them. And then it dived in the water and came up until it was right on their face. It kept diving in the water and it came right up on them and it grabbed one of them and pulled them into the water and took him on the iceberg next to them and ate him right in front of them. They were watching their homie get devoured. There was shit they could do about it.
But shit on themselves. But shit on themselves. That polar bear hover over your ass. You through. Which way, Lord?
Because a polar bear, you won't want to get caught up with a grizzly either.
A black bear.
But a black bear.
Any bear.
But bears like that still eat berries and shit too. A polar bear only eats meat all the time.
Pause.
Ain't no tree sitting around with some berries on it. Right? All he's eating, He catching sea lions slipping, seals
on,
are
man.
slipping. He might catch
Whales.
a damn one of snow rabbits, a damn wolf. You know, he'll all he eat is meat all the time.
I seen him
Right.
break some ice and grab a
Wait
fucking
till the
beluga
North
whale.
Pole.
I
You
said,
know
man,
that.
it ain't nothing you gonna do with this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
You know how big and strong a beluga
Yeah.
whale is? It's
God
just not aggressive or defensive or like a killer whale to where it is attack shit. Man, a beluga whale big as
In
fuck.
case you didn't know,
He pulled that
the
bitch
polar,
up.
the polar bear is the largest bear. And his head, when he's full grown, his head will reach like the top of it. I'm not kidding you. All right,
Yeah.
his head, when he stands up on his hinds, he's almost as tall as this thing next to him. Put the camera on it, brother. All right? He's that, but he was picturing it too. When they raise up, and I know because I stood in front of the one that they got in the airport in Alaska. I stood right in front of the motherfucker.
That thing.
All right, and I put my hand up to his paw, man, and I'm gonna tell you that polar bear's paw was big as my torso. All right, it was like twice the size of my head, man. Right, and when you know when his claws come out, they like 7-8 inches long, man.
Oh, man, it's hard.
So when man,
to break that
so
fucking ice.
read that. Teeth made the snare. I mean to tear.
Yeah, the elder was big. He was pumped up at that time.
Yeah.
That cloth he covered his chest like that.
Hey,
Hey, he wasn't looking for a picnic basket, boo boo. They want motherfucking.
no, you are the basket.
You are right.
He come for you.
Right.
And to tell you how smart they are, they know that look, if you're in a whiteout in a place where it's all snow and all you see is a black dot coming at you, start praying. All right? And so the polar bear got smart. He knows that people when they see that black dot in the middle of all the white. So what does a polar bear do? He finds a little block of ice and he pushes it.
Oh wow!
And he's already camouflaged in the all white.
Yeah, you can't see him.
And
till
you
he
right,
there.
and you don't see him until he remove his nose from behind that block of ice.
It's so scary.
And stand up on your ass.
See,
And this is the last thing you see.
I watch nature stories for hours, just in the crib tweaking. I like watch these things, man.
They take down a
fucking
moose.
things will fuck you up.
All right, a moose is a ginormous. That's a
Fuck you up.
That's a moose. And guess what? Moose is on the menu for a polar bear.
That's
And you can't
And
outrun
ain't
them.
too
God
many creatures
damn.
will fuck with a moose.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears don't even fuck with them. They usually leave them alone.
The back of a moose is like this high.
Yeah. And them antlers, you know.
Oh my God.
a moose will tear a car in half.
Yeah.
Engine and all. Like when the cars hit the moose chest,
Yep.
mooses walk on. A moose will split a fucking car.
Yeah.
Mooses and caribous big as hell. The fucking polar bears grab them bitches. And to move under that water with that power, it ain't nothing you gonna do with that. Read the teeth, brother, please.
Surah 39 and verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth. When need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
Right, so Esau, you think you're gonna get away. Like we describing all these fucking creatures. Because the Lord gonna put the spirit on these fucking creatures to come get you, man. You think you're gonna go to Antarctica or Alaska and get away from the judgment? You ain't gonna get away, man. You think you're gonna go in the fucking pits of the jungles, all in the rainforest and get away? You're not gonna get away, man. The Lord gonna send some shit to come get you, man. But you got that four sword judgments?
Yep. This is Jeremiah 15, verse 3. And it reads, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay." Actually, want to start verse 2. This is Jeremiah 15 and 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass that they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?" To those that do not listen, the 2/3. "Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword."
And that's what we saying. Because when all hell break loose, it ain't gonna be shit to say to you niggas. We've been out here, man. You've been warned on multiple different mediums, man. Go ahead. So hey, such as to the sword, to the death, what?
"And such as are for the famine," which these are actually, Salaki, if I can say this, because it calls these the 4 horns or the 4 horsemen. These are what took us down. This is the place the Lord used to take us down. Now this is about to come to this place that you call America, which is Babylon the Great.
took that in.
All right? It says, to the famine, and sections are for the captivity to the captivity. Because you are going to have those FEMA camps, and you're also going to have these different militias, and average everyday people is going to be trading people. Sex trafficking men, kids, and women. And selling your ass for meat as well.
That's right.
Organs. All right. Hey,
Yeah, there's a video on TikTok with a Moabite is talking to the Judite broad, telling her how much money she can make off a black person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your organs, your eyes. She's like the thousands. She said about 3 million total.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember that.
Get out, real shit. Black women. No, man, because look, you got all these so-called black women missing, but yet you got all these trans gentlemen being able to give birth now. Where you think they get the uteruses
And
from?
you got a lot of Chinese that are in Thailand.
That's a good point, brother.
Right, so because what you got to understand is that the Thais are. I mean, Thai got a royal family, and the king and the queen and the royal family. But the government in Thailand has been infiltrated by Moab. Right? So the Chinese are the ones making, you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
All right?
Calling the shots.
Yeah.
They got the big money.
So there's a lot of shady dealings going on, especially with that trafficking of human flesh. All right? They making money off people, especially you so-called Negroes and Spicklos. All right? You Negroes, all right, especially, you're highly sought after.
You got that dark skin.
Because of that dark melanin, man, and those body parts, when they're healthy, are desired. This is what, and I also believe a lot of them people that get singled out are the healthy people who become donors. That put that donor shit on their licenses.
Oh, Elder, they've been broadcasting it on all these buses. I'm not just a mom, I'm a donor. Or I'm not just a pet owner, I'm a donor.
Because once you're a donor, you're in a system. And then they can look up your medical records like, it's like, 25 years old, this dude don't have high cholesterol, he don't have high blood pressure.
They gonna call that dude you was talking about in that hoodie.
They gonna call that dude in that hoodie, right? And then they gonna say, it was gang related.
Yeah.
They're not never gonna investigate that shit.
The Warriors did it.
Right.
Stood up
Exactly.
How everybody killing each other for fucking 3 weeks.
There it is, man.
You can't go out to the fucking corner store because everybody killing these motherfuckers of Edom might put on a prosthetic mask.
Exactly.
Now
these
niggas
niggas not right. Now these niggas riding on each other weekly.
All day, getting high.
Hey, that was the spirit. Remember I sent you that video, with them look like niggas, appear to be niggas to get out and they shot them dudes up.
Oh yeah.
On the block. That was Edomite stuff.
Yeah. And look, man, it's just getting crazy. And I believe a lot of them store hits, what they showing you all over California, is Edomite prosthetic masks too.
I thought that too.
And they also hiring Jake to do that. Crisis actors. You right? But anyway, with that, you got some more of that, brother? We're gonna close up.
Okay.
Yeah, they said
verse 3, and it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
So the day of the Lord is coming soon, man. That's right. And when you drop, some of these beasts gonna kill you, and then some of them are gonna be put in just to eat you. Right? The Lord promised the fowls of the air a great feast. Yep. So all you Americans, all you Babylonians, you're gonna be a part of that feast, man.
Yep.
All right. Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, with us.